Sure, boneless meat is convenient, but it cannot impart that flavor that chicken on the bone does to a good Indian curry. A lot of people tell me that just breaking down a chicken, just cutting a chicken on the bone is something that scares them. In today's video, I am going to take you through the process of how to take an entire bird and break it down into cuts that are good for an Indian curry. Hello and welcome. My name is Irfan Dama. Welcome to Cooking with Chef Dama. On this channel, I share with you chef tips, tricks, recipes, and kitchen hacks to seriously level up your Indian cooking game. Every Saturday, 11 a.m., I do a live stream. I open up the channels, I have a conversation with my audience, and do a little cooking demonstration. Let's now go to that live stream where I was teaching you how to break down a chicken and cut it for Indian curries. When you embark onto this project of breaking down chicken, you need to have a few things in place. And let me go over them one by one. You need to have a really sharp knife. I just spent some time sharpening it this morning. Always make sure your knife is sharp because accidents happen with dull knives, not sharp knives. Sharp knives will go where you tell them to go, but it's the dull and the blunt knives that tend to sort of refuse, and when you have to add force, that's when it goes across and you will nick yourself. You want to make sure that before you start, you have a receptacle for where your cut pieces of chicken are going to go. You also want to have a bowl for all the scraps. The scraps are going to go in a pot with boiling water, and it's going to be turned into a beautiful stock, and then the leftover is going to go to Charlie, who is going to be a very, very happy puppy at the end of it. You want to keep a towel with you at all times. Keep paper towel, or as you can see, the color is blue because I use automotive shop towel, and it's far more absorbent because this is designed for grease. It's a fraction more expensive than regular paper towel, but it is so much better. Make sure that you have gloves on, just because it's so much it feels so much more hygienic. If you have to do something real quick, you can just discard your gloves, get a new pair. And the last thing I want to make sure that you know, under this cutting board, I can kind of lift it up and show you and see. I've got shelf liner. This is to make sure the board is gripped. You want to have your board as stable as possible, because a wiggling board, if this is not secure, that is when accidents can happen. And so the first thing when we're doing this, we're going to take off the skin. Let's start with taking out the wingtips. And when you are cutting a chicken, you always want to feel for the joint part. If you cut through the joint, it's a lot easier. See? Let's do the same thing on the other side. Feel for the joint. There we go. And to pull off the skin, we start from the back. Starting from here, we make a cut down. Oops. Follow the backbone all the way to the bone. You've gone all the way down here. Knife down. So we're going to try to pull out the skin in one without breaking it, one fell swoop. So move your fingers in and start dislodging the skin. Start dislodging it right there. Go. So we start with the back. The skin's attached, but yeah, you start dislodging, pulling it there. All right. Dig your fingers in till you get to the spot. Okay. Now the leg part, and clean. Come to this part over here. You want to wipe it clean, but yep, this is it. And now, there you go. Clean back. Boom. Let's keep going. Dislodging the skin. Keep digging your fingers in. Now we have exposed the breasts. If I had $1 for every time I heard a chicken breast double entendre joke, I would have probably $30 in hand change. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Boom, out on one wing. Other side. Give it a good tug. All right. What do you think? The entire skin. So when we go to the leg part, what you want to do is you want to grab the legs. You just want to break it. Like that. The legs are connected to the main body by these joints, as you can see over here. And you want to expose them as much as possible. Now that they are here at the side, you can pick this up. That is an auspicious sound. All right. And you want to start as much as possible from the top and dig in here as close to the bone as you can get. As close, use the tip of the knife till you come to this to the oyster part. You want to dislodge the oyster portion, all the tendons away from there. And once it dislodges, all right, you just run your blade down and one clean leg. Let's go to the other side. Now, when you're on the other side, it's easier to approach it from behind. There we go. Okay, here we have the oyster part. You just want to dislodge that oyster. There you go. Now you've got the legs separated. We're going to now break down the legs into the thighs and the drumsticks. Just gonna feel around to see where the joint is. And when you see the joint, just take it right through. No pressure required. Same here. Feel around. Clean. Now we come to the thigh parts. These thigh portions are really kind of big for a curry. But what you can do is just cut this part off. So now you've got like a boneless piece. And you got this part with the bone, which is also pretty decent. Same thing over here. You've got the bone part right there. Next thing we want to do is take out the wings. So I like to just kind of cut around till you find where is the part. Just keep using your knife till you come to the part where that bone is exposed. And when the bone is exposed, you see I'm just kind of gently running the knife, but you just have to peel the flesh back. You don't have to work too hard. And when you get over here, you can see the bone is being dislodged. When that happens, you can just make a clean cut. Same thing on the other end. You start from under the arms. This chicken did not use much deodorant. So you're not really doing much. You're just kind of cutting there and clean cut. Now we've come to the cage. This is the breast cage. Trim the extra fat out. Now we want to flip the bird onto this side. What you want to do is feel around the backside over here. You will find a kind of a bone sticking out here. You want to take your blade right under that as far as it'll go. And on the other side as well. Once you cut through here, right? You don't have to do anything. You just pick the bird up and pull. And it comes out cleanly. If you don't cut those parts out here, this is where, that's when you have to kind of hack through and it gets all messy. Next now is the breast. And this is where most butchers I see in most shows, they will tell you to go hack down the center. That's not really necessary. You take your knife and start from here till you get to this part where the knife can't go any further. That's when you break the breast apart like that and see, this is the breastbone. This is the part that's really, really hard, and I see most people try to cut through this. That's where you will get bone fragments and shards. You just dig your fingers in like that, as you can see, and pull, and just work it out. Clean. Now you can just cut straight through. And there you have two beautiful breasts. Now you can cut them into the sizes that you want. There will be a little bit of pressure going through, but see, those rib cages are not that hard. You take it down till the end, and you've got one piece here, another one here. Bones, they're easy to cut through. Here we go. We have now divided our chicken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the breast pieces 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So in all that, we now have enough chicken for 2 meals and enough scraps to make a really good, flavorful stock. And there you have it. When you use chicken on the bone, your Indian curry game is just going to step up exponentially. No doubt about it. And now that you've seen the process step by step, it's gonna get easier the more you practice. My name is Irfan Dama. I hope you enjoyed this show. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Obviously, it's free to you, no cost at all. And if you guys are interested in having a conversation, every Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do a live stream. The channel is open and you can have a conversation with me. You can throw me your questions. You can suggest what videos you'd like to see me do, what lessons you'd like to learn. Love to see you there. Love to hear from my audience. And I hope I'll see you at the next one. Have a good one.